lottery strategies that actually works. Whatever retired should know. Okay? This is what this is about. My name is Corey Lottery Man. Okay? And my channel is Lottery Luck. Okay. Now we are fin to go into the strategy of Lottery Lucks. People who retired. Okay. Now I want you to do this. Anybody who over 50 years old, leave a comment or something down below. Let me know that you are your age that comes on here. Okay? Because this is for 55 to 64 years old. But you can be any age. But leave the comment down below for I know who you are. Okay? Oh, I know you are. Because this is for 55 to 64 years of age. You know, some for the type of lottery. But anybody plays the lottery, I like to know because these are most of the people who come on here when we did our analyze. We don't see anybody in the 20s, 30s, or 40 years old. We always see somebody about in their 50s. Okay, and 55 is the most limit that we see. Okay, okay. So this is about lotteries that actually work. What every retired should know. Okay. This is what this is about. Okay. Now, we know if you know that we want to know is that you want to know is about numbers, man. And we are really serious about these numbers today, man. Down here below, these are some serious numbers. So you'll notice on my line right there, those are the numbers for Illinois numbers, okay? Illinois lottery numbers, okay? So we'll look at some other states as well, but those are the numbers for Illinois numbers, okay? So don't cut off. You should be looking at this, man. This is very serious. And I'm gonna show you in a moment where this come from. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 9 are all red numbers. See that? See those three? See those R's all through there? So what do the R's stand for? Red, right? What is the other marks for? That 0, 3, and 7, 8 up on top. If you actually notice that, because I got this on the board. So you'll see 3, 0, 3, 7, 8. You know what those stand for? Those stands for blue numbers. So now we are into colors. Red and blue. Okay. Now, where did those numbers come from? Red and blue. They come from your own strategy. This was the Illinois strategy. This is how Illinois used their strategy through those blue. And I came up with these numbers because I'm only thinking about red. I don't like blue because those low numbers as well. You know what I'm saying? But I only use red because I've seen all reds come out before. So this is the reason why I use all these reds, and these show the dates of those reds as well. This is the number I'm looking to see to come out. Oh no. Now let's go here onto the scale right away and see we are at right there at the Illinois lottery. Okay. Well, it ain't going. Well, let me pull this down so you can see where we at. Okay. We at the Illinois lottery, right? Now, you finna really learn game now. This is real game here. This is the real strategy of really picking your number. And numbers is picked by Illinois itself. So this is something you really want to see. See that? So if you're at the lottery post, you will go right here to pick 4. And this is the best way I like picking numbers. Pick 4, a pass resort, right? And you got this. Oops, I hit something there. Okay, and you got the pass 3 calendar, right? So now what you'll do when you're at your pick 4 number, well, let's pick 3 numbers. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead to pick 4 numbers because this is what this is about. You also do that with your pick 3 too. You go here to more. So we go here to more. Okay, and then we're going here. See where it say pick 4 drawing strategies. This is very important. You hit that. And here, okay, let's turn it into my name. Okay, code 34. Okay, so here, these are real strategy ways of playing. See that? 0 all the way to 9. I'll tell you how many numbers that is. Okay, so here we see number 1 is red. And that's why you see red onto my paper like that. Okay, so we see number what? 3 is red, right? And what else we see is red? We see number, okay, we see number 1. Number 1 is red. Number 2 is red. We see number 4 is red. We see number 5 is red. We see number 6 is red. And we see the last number is red. See, a lot of people can't read this because they don't understand it so gladly. Okay, so those right there is the blues. Okay, 0 is blue, 3 is blue, the 7 is blue, and the number 8 is blue, right? Now, okay, so some people like these blues. I don't like them. You can play your strategies through all blues and probably do good. I'd like to play mine through all reds. Now, some people could play their strategy through red and blue, and you might do well. Okay, but I like the best strategy is, the best strategy to me is all reds. Why? Okay, here we want to show you on March, the midday number, March the 24th. Let's see that's the latest number that we can actually see on here on this sheet. 12:59. It came out April the 3rd. And it was that 12:59 came out April the 3rd, and it was evening number. Okay, let's just check that out right now on our lottery post. Okay, so this is the reason why we see all reds and all that. Okay, now this is all red number. So we go here April 3rd. I think that is the latest number that was drawn. We can actually check it out down the line. Okay, so we're going back. This is May now. Let's go to April. And that's April 3rd. And what number we see there? If that's the evening number, 9251. And on our sheet, it's 1259, right? So that's the same number, right? That's been circled. So, see what I'm saying, right? This is what we call hot and cold numbers, okay? And we just stand with all hot numbers. See that number 9251 was all hot number. Now, you probably figure, how would you get that number from that number, right? This is where you have to look back into old numbers and figure them out. 1249. I would just take my number, especially from lottery post, and we're looking for that number right there, 9251, right? So to do this is what you do. Especially if you got a lottery post membership. And that's the one you have to really gotta pay a little money. I pay $7.95 for mine. Lottery search engine. Some you can pay $4.95 if you want to. But you got to have that somewhere. They won't let you go too much. I don't think they will let you do the strategies on this. And then I'll go here, Illinois. Okay. We go morning, evening. We go tier. Hit continue. So we put down 1259 right here. 1249. Putting the strategy down there right now. So here, I always like putting in my base for this whole entire year. I go 6 months. It's up to November, right? Yeah. November 7, 2024. Put that in right there. Bamo, right? And it gives me an idea where I'm going to be at, my friend. See that? Okay, so the last number, it should show 9241. But I would have been looking at, and that's February 8th. What the last number was. What last number was 19. No, they came out again here, 4192, back in April 26, 2025. So that's actually the last number, 4192. So what I'm looking at is an older number, a 9241. Now, but nevertheless, I would take these two numbers, especially the last number that came out with 1942. Yeah, 9241, 1924. So we see these 1924 and 1942 both connected in some ways, right? Now in the 9241, they did not bring 9421. That's what they should have. Now 9214 they should have brought out, but they went on to brought out 4192. So they went into the 4 and they took this 4 and a 1, and they took the last 9 and 2, twisted around. Now next time they could make it 4129 if they come out again, or they can take the 9241 and twist that to 9214. Those are ideas I always be thinking ahead of time when I doing my numbers, man, because what it is, as long as the number came out, I want some money, it didn't take too long, that's what counts. I seen on the sheet that most of these numbers had, except this row, we didn't see this row come out. So this row right here could come out. See, I like to put my numbers in order. See that? This row been out. 3 numbers out of this row been out. They could pull that last number out of that row, right? Here, you got quite a bit more numbers to pull out of the row. You got 1249 that pulled out, 1259 that came out. So those numbers already been pulled out of the row, right? Those are the ones been circled. So you got these 3 right or 4 numbers they could pull out of there. But I like that's a hard one to figure out. So I figure they should pull this 14, 45, 69. This haven't came out yet. Even though I might have had just put a little circle, because that's mean that I'm just the number I like to play in Illinois. That's what I'm looking for to be seen, my friends. You know what I'm saying? So this is the way I try to figure out numbers, man. When you're looking at that diagram like that, this is how you should be looking at your numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to actually look at this diagram, man, what I got for you for numbers, man, come here and look at it, man, especially if you're from Illinois. If you're not from Illinois, make a diagram like this with all reds and put your numbers there. So if you're from Arkansas, Minnesota, Texas, or New York, wherever, man, you should make a diagram like this. You know what I'm saying? So also, man, I'm going to show you diagrams of the Mega Million and probably a little lotto that I made. And those reds I just showed you could knock you into winning $1 million, man. To win $1 million. And you might think I'm crazy, but I already seen the numbers already. Jotted down. It might take a little time, but this could be another video that I have to make. But let me see. I'm trying to move some of these sheets out the way. See where far I went back for that. Numbers, man. Oh, wow, I got a lot of stuff here, man. At the time when I was doing it, it was a different ball game, man. Different ball game when you're doing something compared to where you're at now. So right now, I don't even know what I did with it. Oh boy, that's another thing about it. When you're making up some numbers, doing some numbers, man. Let's see. Put it in this room, man. Let's see. Oh boy, boy. Oh boy, hold on. I'm back in there in a minute. But nevertheless, I might have to do that some other time because I do not remember what I did with them. Been so much trying to do stuff, you know, and so hard to remember what you did with stuff, you know, because I did them up, the matches. I hate to go and try to rematch the numbers back over again, and you did them up. But nevertheless, those are the ways how you play the pick four numbers. Like I said, some other time I might have to do this because I probably don't know what I did with those numbers. So sure enough, I would put the names down here. It's so complicated and tiresome to do some things, man. When you're trying to prepare for a certain video. So yeah, I'm not even gonna look for them too much, man. This is a done deal here, man. Cause I got too much on this list, and I ain't gonna remember what I did with something. Yeah, I don't even remember what I did with them. All right, nevertheless, let's get out of here. And let's go. I'll see y'all later, alligator, and don't want to be ya. Thank you. Alligator. Thank you, my friends. I'm coming to Corby Lottery Luck. And this is the lottery strategy that actually works. What every tie should know. Thank you.